Hello students, I'm your science teacher and today I'm going to start the new chapter, that is chapter 18, wastewater storing. So students, as you know that we use water in our homes, schools, offices and other places and where we spend our time, right? So the water that becomes dirty due to human activities such as washing utensils and clothes, flushing toilets, throwing garbage in water, etc. So this is called what wastewater. So this wastewater should be used in such a way that water does not go waste, right? So for this students we need to clean up the wastewater by removing the dirt particles, oil and etc. So in this chapter students will learn about the importance of proper sewage management, right? Now firstly we'll talk about water our lifeline. See students, as we know that water is not only a resource but is a life source, right? And it covers 71% of the earth's surface and is vital for all known forms of life. And 22nd March is celebrated as World Water Day, right? And only 2.5% of earth's water is fresh water and 98.8% of that water is ice and groundwater, right? So we can say that student, this water is about, if you talk about this water, that is about 70% of our body contains water, right? And it is an important natural resource, and nearly three-fourth of total surface of the earth is covered with water. Now we'll talk about sewage. See students, this sewage, it is a liquid waste that has dissolved and suspended impurities in it. Now these impurities are called what? Contaminants, right? So the water, the liquid waste, which has water at its largest component along with various types of impurities, so that is called what? Sewage. And if you talk about sewage treatment, see the process of removing impurities from wastewater before it can be reused or sent it to the water bodies. So it is known as what? Sewage treatment or cleaning of water, right? And this can be done in several steps, right? Now, if we talk about sewer, see the pipe which carries wastewater is called sewer. And what is sewerage? So the network of sewers is called what? Sewerage, right? Now students, if you talk about this water, so it freshens up an eventful journey, right? So the collection and treatment of sewage is one of the most important municipal service, and the cities and towns should have proper sewer system to carry sewage to a sewage treatment plant, right? Now if we talk about the treatment of polluted water, so at the sewage treatment plant student, the sewage is treated to destroy uh, disease organism and to remove substances that can cause harmful or other undesirable effects in the water, right? And then the treated sewage is usually disposed of in the soil, right? So as students, this various chemicals may poison water, killing fish and other wildlife, while certain nutrients in the sewage can cause an excessive growth of aquatic plants. So as wastage decomposes, they can deplete the oxygen supply in the water and making it unfit for all forms of aquatic life. Now we'll talk about the wastewater treatment plant. See, these are large plants where wastewater is cleaned before being sent to the nearest water bodies for being reused, right? So this sewage treatment plant involves physical, chemical and biological process to remove impurities from water, wastewater. Now if we talk about physical process, so in this firstly we'll talk about filtration. See, if you talk about filtration, so in this the wastewater is passed through bar screen. Like in this, we can say that the large objects such as rags, sticks, plastic bags, cans, etc. So these are removed in this process. Now, if we talk about grit and sand removal, see the wastewater is slowly passed through the sedimentation tank, right? So in this, grit, sand, and pebbles settle down at the bottom. Now, if we talk about sedimentation, see in this what happens when the water is then sent to the sedimentation tank, then in this what happens, the solids such as feces, they settle at the bottom, right? And the floatable impurities such as oil and grease, they float on the surface. So a skimmer removes the floatable impurities, then now the water is called what? Clarified water, Now, if we talk about biological process, so in this aeration, air is pumped into clarified water so that bacteria can proliferate, right? And this bacteria consumes the human waste, and the microbes they settled at the bottom after several hours. So now this water is then removed from the top. So this water is fit for irrigation and can be used for that purpose, right? Now if we talk about chemical process, so in this instance if we talk about chlorination, see, water purified through aeration is not fit for human consumption, right? So now it needs to be treated with chlorine. Now this chlorine student, it kills whatever germs may be left in the water, right? And then after chlorination students, the water becomes fit for drinking once again, right? So students, we can say that we must become an active citizen. We all must share the responsibility to ensure a healthy, secure and sustainable water supply for our communities, environment and economy, right? So that's all for today, friends. I hope you all have understood. Now, the next topic we are going to discuss in our next video part. Thank you.